Hi Bjorn. Hi Joe. Hello Duncan. I'll have you here. Well, that's very deep, Duncan. Yeah, I'm also rather tired with work. It's been very hot, but I get the beauty of air conditioning when I come out and sit out here. But I'm just knackered all the time at the moment, like everyone else. So the UK is having a mini heat wave at the moment, or summer as they call it, for like the last 4 days. See, current situation, I've run out of gloves. Hello, Mick. So obviously I've well washed my hands before I come out here. You wouldn't know now because I've been painting for an hour or two. I should say solid yellow. So we have an old Mini and we have an old Runner 5. is I can't do my backhand challenge because I'm normally right on my hand, but well, I've got gloves on obviously. I haven't got any gloves, so. And I'm on hot, I think it's a technical term here. It's been about 32 degrees here, so what's that in 90-ish Fahrenheit, which is too hot for the UK. No, I'd like to be around 70, so what's that, 20 degrees? Anything more than that, I'd pull my own skin off and go sit in a bath, cold water. I thought I'd just do a quick little video while I was just finishing these off. I've done all the paintball bits. So that's yellow, white, yellow, white, white, yellow, yellow, white, yellow. We'll do yellow, white, yellow. I've got it written down. And then this one's red, and we're going to do wood. It's 9 degrees there. Is it winter now for you? In sunny South Africa, which doesn't sound very sunny. God, I'd kill for 9 degrees. Because I have a thermometer out here in the world headquarters, and it was up to about 36 in here the other day. So I put the aircon on. Right. Now it's a steady 22, which is more than comfortable. But I've been quite ratty today. I've been a bit tired. So I need that yellow. Let's do the Renault first. This is a batch of, I've got 8 shells to do for one customer. And the first 2 are box art. So I thought I'd do the ones I don't like doing first. Get them out of the way. There's some cooler stuff to do, but this is like, make it look like the box. Okay, fair enough. So this has all been liquid masked, 2 coats through my spray gun. Any questions, please ask. If I don't know, there are probably smarter people here that will. So that's yellow. That's yellow. So there's yellow. Is the off-road stuff more viable at the moment then? Because obviously on-road is... And we've only got like a... What we're in now, we're in August, so we've probably got September, then if we're lucky October, and then it's... Have you got a wet car? If you want to do on-road. I do have a wet car. I have this sort of... I don't like getting cold and wet though, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing, because I don't really know what we're going to be doing as a country. I think this kit has a bumper that you can bolt on, which is white, so hopefully that will make the front look smarter. Now, we don't mention tunes in case the Facebook music police are listening, but yes, correct. I think they are anyway, so yes, I agree. I'm always getting in trouble with copyright, so I won't say anything about who they are. I did have a pre-listen to make sure I wasn't going to get myself into trouble with anything I recognised. Yeah, happy to do a buggy for you. I've been practicing this week on it. Well, I say practicing, I've been starting to figure out how to do crash helmets. I must admit my brain has been hurting a lot. I'm surprised there was one, to be honest, but there we are. It seems like I've learnt a very difficult form of painting and now I can't seem to do the easy one, which is the crash helmets. So that's typical me. I'm now passable at RC cars and now I want to do crash helmets. I'm like, I can't figure it out. That's good to know that it's at least where it's supposed to be and not going to get lost in the post. It's been stuck in customs a long time. And I got stuck in customs on this. Anyone doesn't know, I've sent the shell out to South Africa. And it got stuck in customs in the UK for at least a week. And it's been stuck the other way now for at least 2 weeks. Whereas then, see, this is the luck of the draw, isn't it? Because I've sent something to New Zealand, it was there in 7 days. Italy, it was there a day early, mid-COVID. So, talking to somebody at the moment that wants me to send something to Florida, which would be quite cool. And then I've got some more stuff going to Germany in a couple of weeks. But UK work has dried up because there's nothing to do, or no serious racing anyway. Right, I'm using Bolt reducer, stroke cleaner, because I haven't made any of mine. I haven't had time. It's on my list of to-do things. But I'm getting so far behind, I can't keep up. Yellow that I've got. So, I'm just trying to work out which one I've got the most of before I go too far into this. My paint supplies are really beaten up now. Who would have thought? I'm over, I think 160 now. For this year, and I've done it with minimal supplies. I haven't really been buying too much. Right, so I have Wicked Yellow. Flash it, don't use that. Don't use that. Not enough of that. So between those two, I'll use this one. What's that one? Absolutely bugger all in there. There's a marble though, I'll keep that. That's a keeper. Always keep your marbles. Fact. Oh, sorry, top tip. Now if you put that upside down so it all drains to the bottom. Or now top. So that's yellow. I'm just double checking I'm doing the right bits. That's yellow. And then it's just white. Just make sure the colour's right. Yep, yellow. There's nothing worse than just having, because our last colour I shot was red, then you want to make sure that you've got it all clean, because you don't want to have like an orangey yellow come out, which ruins the next shot. So always test. Like in a wheel well where you know it's going to get cut out. I was getting build up of paint then on the guards and it was spraying out onto the artwork. I'm using very low PSI so I don't run out of paint too quick, just in case I haven't got enough. I've got the PSI up a tiny bit now. There's no worse feeling than starting a main colour and knowing you don't have enough. Right, so that's all that first colour used. I didn't want to do too much PSI in case I didn't have enough left. So I've just got enough, I think. I can let the PSI up a bit more. These shells, great quality, nice and solid. I mean, I love the Mini. The Mini is amazing. I'm slightly biased though, because I named my son after a Mini, because it's my favourite car. So my son's called Cooper. So I have a rather affectionate to these little cars. Did anyone watch the British Touring Car round at Brands Hatch at the weekend? Because I had a support race of Mini 7s. Best racing. If you can find it on TV or on the internet, it's the TOCA British Touring Cars Mini 7s, and Andrew Jordan and some others absolutely hacking it round in old Minis. It's amazing. I really hope they televise the whole championship, because I like watching the British Touring cars because it's 7 hours of coverage, and I can watch it over a couple of days when I'm out here. And the minis were amazing. Obviously, I'm just trying to get an even colour, so when it goes, has the white behind it, it'll give it its brightness. This Wicked stuff is a little bit translucent, so when you put the white behind it, it will really pop. So the paranoia is to make sure you've got enough coat cover so when you dust it with the white, you don't have any blotches. But you don't know that until you finish. And then it's too late. So I am using very low PSI and I'm using a very small nibbed airbrush. This is a 0.4 in my Infinity CR Hardline Steinbeck. Probably the smallest brush it's the finest needle I've got. It's probably not the best brush to do big colour in, but And there's a front bumper that bolts onto this, so I'm just making sure I get enough so when it gets covered it's not, I don't know where it's going to show. This is a friend of mine, Scott, in America, and he's been learning to paint by watching me, and he's been practicing on Coke bottles, and he's done very well. Good on, Scott. Actually, looks, starting the process is hard. Right, I think we're done with that. Obviously I have washed my hands, so although I still don't want to touch this touch it as least as possible. For some reason everyone's sold out of gloves, the ones I want. Actually, that's a lie. I used the last pair last night and I forgot to order them this morning, so I haven't actually looked. Right, so now it's a case of just putting some white on it, which should be a ton quicker because this is just my standard Iwata. No, it's just my Sparmax. That's good. It's nice and even, which is what I was worried about. That's good. wicked. That looks wicked. I'd have said wicked. That looks really nice. And it's solid, it's nice as well. I've still got my pen marks on it, so it is a bit sharper than that. I believe it's M chassis. I'm not entirely sure. I don't even know what I don't know what scale that is. That's the next one I got to do. So that's so that can go over to one side and dry now. There's absolutely no rush for that to. Right, this is the one that I was struggling. I've got to do wood trim around here, which is no wider than. I've got small fingers. And that's how small I've got to do wood trim. So I don't know what's going to look right on this because of the scale of it. I don't know if I'd put a cut mark down there, wouldn't it? I thought I'd already cut this out, so I obviously didn't do it deep enough. So it's not that kind of cough. So I did cut out the back doors. That's good. I'm not going completely nuts. So I don't know how much of the arch gets cut out of these, so I'm actually not going to go to the cut line, I'm going to go further past, so it's deeper into it, so that if they do get made smaller, the wood panel will still be relevant. First I'm trying to cover myself because I'm not entirely sure how big the wheels are on these. Or how they're cut out. Okay, so I'm sure the wood trim just goes up to the top there and then along. And now I'm sure it doesn't go that way because that's the door, that's the water line. Just going to check the picture that I got sent. Yeah, so the wood trim only goes up the door and then back, doesn't go forwards. Now, I don't know if I'm just going to do it light brown and not try and do any wood panelling in it, or wood grain, because I don't think it's going to look right. Because it's such a small detail, I think trying to put a pattern in that is going to look kind of rubbish. So I might just go with a light brown and just kind of not do it. Because that from a distance, let's get this a bit closer so you can see. It's just like wood. You can't see any huge detail in it. So if I start putting like fake wood panel pattern in that, it's going to look false because it's going to have to be such large wood grain, it's going to look odd. Well, that's the excuse I'm going to go with anyway. So I've got to make some brown now. Right, so I have here so the colour I sort of want is a bit of green and a bit of red. How cool are those? A bit of up recycling. Still smells of gravy. Phone in a minute. Still got he's got his kernel. Anyway, meaningless plug. Right, so I need a bit of green. That's transparent green. That's my better green. Pearl green, that'll do, because I've got it, because it's to reach. Don't need a massive amount, but you want more than you think. And then some yellow. No, it wasn't. I got that wrong. It was red. Oh well. I was looking at the next colour along. I would put a lot of red in there and see what happens. You're being all technical, and then I was looking at the next colour over. Actually, this is the colour red I will be using actually on the paint, so I want to make sure this is a massive difference. So add some more green to that. Where was it? Where did I put my green? I end up with like a ton of this. Getting there. So kind of a dark. Ultimate recycling. It's an old KFC pot, and that's an old ice cream. It must be a bit lighter than that. Well, it's definitely brown now. It was just throwing my eye. I thought it looked red. Ow, that hurts my fingers. The bonus is now I can then, in theory, put the lid on, and I've got some ready-made brownie stuff that I can use again, unless it dries out, which it might do. That's brown enough. So what I'm going to do, to darken that down a bit more, I'm going to put some black behind it. To answer your question, the new car, I haven't got to grips with it yet. As in, I'm faster than my old one. Hopefully that will change. But at the moment it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. I just can't get comfortable with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the 17/18 shocks on it. So I've bought the taller shock towers. the 20 shocks, although they're a work of art, they just don't seem to cope very well with the UK bumps. In my opinion. I'm not slagging anything off. Yes, I'm hoping that will help me with my car, because at the moment I'm struggling with it. Again, the quality of these are really good as well. These mini shells. do like the way they've managed to keep the, on a traditional Mini, you've got the gutter line, and they've even managed to get the detail of that in, which is kind of cool. This is just gonna pop out and say hello in a minute once it's. Oh look, I've got paint all up my arm. That's useful. Once I get this bit detail done, I've definitely noticed with these harder and stone guns, they need a lot more TLC than my other two. My other two are kind of bomb proof, and this one needs a lot more. Basically, I can't abuse it like I do the other two, which is fine, but I'm quite lazy when it comes to maintenance. And this needs a lot more TLC. It's like a high maintenance girlfriend. Triple 005 Wicked Red. I know that's not been used for a while, so good wiggle. Oh, blood red. Good old Ferrari red. little bit of masking tape had just been, sorry, liquid mask had stuck where it shouldn't have done. So, good old permanent marker. Other permanent markers are available. Help me there. I should use this colour way more, but it doesn't get used at all really, red. Woo! Finish the red. Are you running 8 scale nitro or electric? Hello, Scott. Hello, Guts. I've been showing everyone your handiwork. When are you going to move on to body shells? Give the Coke bottles a rest. There it is. Right.